Thanks to the three of you for really brilliant summaries. When one organizes regional platforms, regional forums, usually the host country kind of steps back and gives the floor to the region. But we wish to share with you one Slovenian good practice that we really find good practice. So we are happy to have among us Miha Klinar, who is the father of the Competence Center for Design Management. He will present to you the conclusions of the second phase, and then we are really interested in your feedbacks, and in your interest, we are ready to share more details with the countries present after the forum next year. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello to everybody. I'm very happy to be here to present you a case study that we just finished, the second project. I was called by Ministry of Foreign Affairs to give this to show this case study as maybe a possibility to go regional, as I understood. But let me start with one thought. I was not with this innovation forum yesterday, but I know a lot of people like Eva, Matjaž, Relja, Barbara that was present yesterday. So talking about innovation or innovation policies, also hearing our Ministry of Culture today early in the morning mentioning that innovation that he should mention that design is humanization of technologies. I think that when all friends of mine from creative fields talk about innovation, they have in mind people-centered innovation. So design makes projects change people's life. So I think without innovation policies that have no design inside, this is just a piece of paper, not making a real change. So yes, I will talk about design today. We make these two successful projects, why we start with these projects? We have clear guidelines at 209 that creativity is an important part of our innovation policies, but at the same time, Slovenia had no innovation policy established yet. So among many countries in Europe, we missed this part. We followed the policy, the innovation and design policies around the world. We find out that Kenya, Botswana, Poland, Brazil has a program, but we did not have one. So we are searching for any opportunities to gain some projects that will allow companies to connect with contemporary knowledge about design management, creativity, to bring this change. And also we followed that without this change, companies have difficulties to compete, especially in financial crises that hit Slovenia like any other European countries. At 2013, we finally get a project. It was a competence center, and with 19 partner companies, we successfully applied to this project, and we gained a little less than 500,000 euros per 2 years of education. In these 2 years, we did over 4,000 educational programs for people. We have 750 almost people participating, from top management to middle management, and our program focused on 4 pillars of design. First one, it was we tried to get a know-how of how to make our product, services, and communications more user-driven. The second focus was how to change the processes inside the organization from, let's say, linear to more creative. The third focus was on people's knowledge, how to introduce the design skills, design knowledge, how to make relationship more creative in companies, and finally, of course, the last part was focused on value for companies, so business value that design can bring to these companies. We have very different partners, from very big companies to small, like medium or micro companies. We established our competence model that was focused on, as I mentioned, top management, enabling them to understand design better and then to change the processes and projects in a company. We have a lot of support from international institutions that introduce design practices, and also we find that with these resources we organized 8 conferences on design management for the first time in Slovenia, for example, and a lot of foreign coaches that were, I would put very honestly, too pricey before. So joining those companies, we connect with coaches that have been experienced in companies like Lego, BMW, Bang & Olufsen, Marimekko, etc., etc. So the knowledge was really what we were looking for. After 2 years, when we measured the results, we find out that we have been really successful. And also we gained the Design Value Award from Global Organization of Design Management Institute from Boston, which makes us easier to go and to enter the second project which is just finished 14 days ago. In this second project, the Ministry of Commerce of Slovenia was financing this project with 900,000 euros, and the project was focused on more advanced design skills like design leadership, design research, and design innovation. Within these 39 companies, we explore methods of measuring success on design. We make a survey which was able to compare high-growing European companies with Slovene KCDM companies, and we find out a lot of gaps, and this is what makes our strategy of education more sharp and goal-focused. At the same time, the biggest achievement was that we make a map of knowledge of all those 39 companies. In such a small space like Slovenia, those companies are not competing among each other. So our best practice was that companies share the different knowledge between each other. And as asking management, this was also for them one of the most valuable thing in this project. We are now in a phase of conclusion, and as a result, we will print a book in December with 7 case studies where companies will be presented in a way how many people, for how many hours, with how many resources, which functions did what, and also at the end the results that are tangible, like value created, increasing of sales, things like that. With these examples and good stories, case studies, for example, we have stories like company joining us as a micro company with 2 employees end up with 45 employees, and at the end, as a joining partner, in this case was Beneteau, as a larger producer of boats for free time in the world. He acquired this company. Or maybe the stories of big companies getting from 390 million euro profit per year to 445 this year. So doubling value, added value of employees, for example, or transforming from producer, integrating services and productions, and getting yearly income increase of 49%. So we have stories that prove that design is worth it, and I hope that this project will continue, and maybe even more. We are preparing to share this case study, maybe on region, or to help other states, policies, strategies to learn something from us. Thank you very much.